Top line against top line. Larry Sinavori will move up to center.
A couple of weeks ago that went viral, but his play in his defensive zone has been solid all season long.
Shot in by the Bulldogs. Brown looking for it. It's picked off by Lardis. The Chicago draft pick can't get it by Danford. And he'll take a bump from Brown as he plays it for Sandu. Off of a skate, got it right back. The Generals send it out to center down the ice. It will not be enough for icing. And Hamara goes back. The Ottawa Senators prospect slid up to center. Patrick Thomas slides it for Brown. He overskated it. Sinavori turns back the other way. Larry Sinavori looks across. He's got Barlow going to that. Seneca there as well. Shot on goal. Rebound came out. It's gobbled up by Merrick Van Acker. And Van Acker will make his lead. They're a -1 overall. So it's the power play numbers that they put up in bunches.
Well, 82 of the team's 89 power play points comes from that trio. That's astounding. 82 of 89.
Yeah, only 7 other points, and one of them is the goaltender back up tonight, Negorov. As Sinavori brings this in, Seneca, high slot, pulls it back around Lavoie, then lost the handle, never got a shot away, but still controls. Back at Seneca. Anaheim third overall, back to Sandu. Across the blue line, Rodriguez shoots it wide of the goal. Karam goes to the other side of the net. Seneca on it in the corner, trying to center it for Barlow. That's broken up. It'll be flipped down the ice by Calvin. Breakaway opportunities. Quick to flee the zone as Seneca throws his puck. It's a great recognition from Lardis in his own corner, too. Danford had pinched on the near side. Sandu pinched on the far side. Griffin, the center, was back. But Brown skated right by him. And Lardis hit him with a pass. Here's D'Amato off a face-off win. Will throw it in deep. Sinavori has Barlow waiting. Couldn't get the pass there as Protz had taken up the space. Well, Protz slams Sinavori down. And still stands over top of him, waiting for that stick. Sinavori gives him a bit of a slash. The puck still deep in the Bulldog zone. Seneca to the point. D'Amato, no angle to the net. Throws it around. Sinavori, this time tripped down by Protz again. No call. Owen Protz getting the boos from the crowd as 2 goals go uncalled. And Seneca's pass in front just missed. Sinavori went off a skate. Back the other way. It's a break for O'Brien. Again, just slipped off the stick. You for that. Danford doing a good job of bothering Lardis without taking a penalty. And this on icing.
Get enough on the shot to get it past Oster, but not the crossbar.
Lardis, Chicago Blackhawks prospect. 3rd round pick from them. 29 goals on the season, sitting 1 behind Michael Misa for the league lead.
I'll tell you what, Mike, every game I do my prep work and league leaders, top 10 in all different various scoring categories, and this game is absolutely loaded with it. The top-end talent on both the Generals and the Bulldogs is elite.
Here's Joshua Avery. Behind the net, trying to walk out Van Acker. Lost the handle, and Barlow starts back the other way. Puts it around Protz. Protz takes a good angle, gets to the puck first. Shot around by Lucas Moore. Seneca couldn't keep it, or Sinavori couldn't keep it in.
Some of those Nova Scotia boys as well, but down in Colorado, so maybe try to use your connections on multiple levels.
Available with Richie at the World Juniors.
Yeah, both of these teams right around 50%. The Gens 50.1, the Bulldogs 49.6.
Here's Barlow, sees Seneca going to the net. Good foot by Hamara, and then he hammers down Barlow, who takes a look and takes offense to the check from Hamara. And so far, the referees, not sure they're leaving for Christmas right after this one, too. They're letting it go as Lardis walks in, takes a shot. Puck hopped over his stick at an inopportune moment. And now Seneca jumps out. As the Generals change in the offensive zone. Babin trying to freeze that puck for a whistle, doesn't get it. And Rodriguez has it at the point for Oshawa. He finds Barlow. Barlow will throw it into an open corner. Sinavori slashes at it. Chance to skate it out perhaps for Nelson. Couldn't get it out. Oshawa right back on it. Sinavori down for Seneca. Seneca centered out front. Barlow! Backhand, forehand, got the shot away. Save made by Leanders. D'Amato turns away with it. Oshawa's got the top line out and a mismatch defensively. As D'Amato's in deep, looks out front. Barlow rips a shot wide. And Rodriguez had it hop over his stick, so the Bulldogs will scramble for a change. As turning it right back the other way, Sinavori. Across the Bulldogs line, D'Amato keeps it in at the point. Skates it ahead and will throw it into the corner. Moore will reverse. Protz will start it out. And Thomas looking for Lardis. But it's an offside call. Thomas leads the OHL, or tied for the OHL lead in assists. Lardis finishing off most of those. Here's Barlow, gives it back to Toms. Chips it looking for D'Amato, who's going to jump into the rush. D'Amato, careful, almost grabbed a bit of the jersey of Hamra. Those two take a couple of whacks at each other.
Yeah, some OA on OA D-man violence, but D'Amato was just frustrated about the body positioning, the good body positioning.
Take the draw against Sinavori, wins it, or Sinavori does at least. Seneca, and we got a shot away strip from him by Lardis. Rink wide to Roberts, and then Seneca stole it from Roberts. Seneca looks in front, Sinavori a chance, another try, and Leanders with two big pads.
Good saves by Leanders.
Danford off the face-off.
You need to pay a price if you're going to get such a quality young goaltender, one of the very best young goalies in the OHL, and the Bulldogs did just that with some draft capital going the other way, including 3 seconds and 3/3.
Danford keeping the puck in, ripping a shot. That one actually hit the skate of Seneca. Barlow looking for it. Stolen from him by Thomas. Brown falls at center. Puck's up in the air and right back onto the stick of Cole Brown. Hamra for Moore. And slides it ahead off of Thomas. He was looking for Brown and finds Lardis. Lardis across, Brown, empty net to shoot at. And just like that, bang, bang, the Bulldogs are up 2-1.
Roberts, nice battle on that play.
Roberts, the late birthday, December 2nd, so he turned 19. There's Morelli ahead for Seneca. Top line out for the Gens late in the period. Seneca trying to throw it out front for Barlow, and that one's broken up and sent down the ice. A rolling puck, but won't be enough for icing as Morelli's back for it. Lardis keeps an eye on him. Just 15 seconds though left in the period as Morelli skates ahead. He'll rip it in. Blocker save made by Leanders. Seneca onto the rebound. Into the corner. In the final 5 seconds. Trying to get it out front to manufacture a shot. He won't. As Roberts will find it and slide it ahead. The period.
He almost missed it, Easton Cowan. He would have got an earful on the beautiful dish, the 2-on-1 give and go with Cal Ritchie.
Power on power again to start this second period. Top line against top line. Sinavori, Seneca, and Barlow against the Thomas, Lardis, and Brown line. Lardis in reaching for a puck, takes it around the Oshawa net. Stripped of it though for a moment by Sandu. Lardis between his legs, back to the point. Moore's long shot, hit a body in front. Barlow onto it, will flip it out to center. Seneca trying to chase it down. No, Roberts will get to it. Gave the puck away. Sinavori behind his back feed. Here's Seneca behind his back feed. And both of them miss.
Well, Seneca with a chance to go towards goal. I know he was jammed up, but the behind the back to nobody, not the play there.
And Barlow on the doorstep too. And Sinavori feeds this one for Sandu. Pass goes off of a skate. Sinavori following up, flips it to the far blue line. Seneca onto it. The Oshawa Generals will finally shoot it in and tag up as they get a change in that top line coming up for both teams. Here's Beckett Seneca with a bit of room. Seneca outside, inside. And just had the puck slip off the end of his stick. Leaves it for Danford. Finds Barlow. Quick shot.
To himself, and for obvious reasons. The puck on his stick is magic. He draws defenders and then dishes to Ben Danford, who finds Colby Barlow, who's unmarked up and over the net. You don't see that very often from one of the sharpest marksmen in the OHL.
Yeah, 29 goals on the season. Had what looked like in a shoot.
Many offensive categories, especially among defenders, but not only among defenders, among all players.
And got rewarded for it as well. Signed his entry-level deal with the Columbus Blue Jackets last week. This puck sent down the ice off of Seneca. A good teammate Morelli, too. He was the one leading the charge as we walked down by the Generals dressing room area before the game, saying, hey, some love for Sandu tonight, the birthday boy. Zach Sandu celebrates his 19th. Morelli and Sandu both late birthdays.
Lots to love about Zach Sandu's game, the physicality, and his defensive zone coverage has been on point this year. Big hits as well. Made
a good turn there. Gets the puck ahead for Barlow. Back to Sandu, who joins the rush. Sandu finds Toms in front. They score! A point. And the Oshawa Generals have tied the game at 2.
Well, Ben Radley's goal in the first period, the first of his OHL career, went off of Ethan Toms, so a little bit of a return here as Toms doesn't get much of it, but does get enough, and this is the slowest developing own goal perhaps you've ever seen as Sandu puts it towards the net, Toms gets a piece, and then slowly off the skate of Lucas Moore, the rolling.
Top line right back out. Sandu walking in from the point with some room. Low shot, that one stopped. Then he got tripped down by the goaltender. And Sandu went heavily into the end boards. Lardis has a broken stick. He goes to the bench, gets a new one really quickly. Thomas to Lardis. Puck's in his feet, didn't see it. Danford will come up with it, sends it ahead for Seneca, and away come the Generals. 3-on-2. Seneca with a move to the net, chops it on goal, and Leanders the
Where
save.
do we go from here? Still some pieces to be added. No seconds and no thirds in the next 2 drafts for the Generals, but we'll see what Roger Hunt can make happen. Surely the roster construction of this Generals team is far from done.
Well, you empty the cupboard and then you stock it back up in the next year if you can.
That's the cycle of junior hockey. The Bulldogs know about that with OHL championships 4 years apart.
Danford drops it off for Seneca, walking in, firing, and he just ripped it wide. Sandu keeps it into the point. Looks down wide of the goal, Sinovori onto it. Back to the point again, off Danford, kept it in off his skate. Sandu pulls it, drags it to the middle where Sinovori was lurking. And Laurie Sinovori onto it, can't keep it into the zone. Oh, they do. Thought that came out. It was right along the boards, though. Seneca works into the corner. Back to the point. D'Amato! Long shot through the crowd. Leanders the save. Couldn't hang on to the rebound. And now sent off the boards by Moore. Out to center. Brown across the Oshawa line. What a pass by Seneca. Finds Barlow with Sinovori. Barlow drags. But a good play by Moore to jump up. He took the passing lane away. Now Barlow a shot. Leanders made the save. Forced Barlow to flip that up, never landed smoothly for Sinovori. Jen's still on it in the offensive zone. D'Amato down in the corner for Seneca. Seneca, Barlow scores! It only took a quick peek from Beckett Seneca to know exactly where Colby Barlow was. The behind-the-back pass was perfect. Barlow's finish even better. It's 4-2 Oshawa.
And the freight train is running downhill now. 11-0 the shots in this period. Almost 13 minutes in favor of the Generals. 3 goals in the middle frame for the Gents, and this one the prettiest of the bunch. Watch the pass here from Beckett Seneca. Quick spin, fakes going behind the net, and the behind the back backhand pass right into the wheelhouse of Barlow, who has a bit of shrug for the fans in the front row. Beautiful pass, better finish, and the Oshawa Generals are rolling
Ahead,
now.
slides it for Brown. As the top line gets out, that looked offside as Lardis breaks in. And now the Generals with a chance. As Seneca busts ahead, ran into his own man and Barlow, then gets it back. Beckett Seneca waits, trying to get to the slot. Barlow finds a bouncing puck. Morelli to Barlow. He falls, takes a shot blocker, saved by Leanders. Seneca caught with a high stick. A penalty coming. 4 forward setup. The Generals win the draw. Morelli will jump in. Looks back to Griffin. Griffin across. Seneca waits. Barlow one-timer, and Leanders got a shoulder on it.
Hockey League. Beckett Seneca's not far behind with 7. Seneca here puts it in the high slot for Barlow. No traffic in front, though, of Leanders, who's able to see it the whole
Barlow
way.
to the point. Bit of a different look for the Generals' top unit. Morelli, who leads the Gens in assists, 28. We'll go back for this puck that's sent down the ice by the Bulldogs. Griffin for Barlow. Barlow will gain the zone, try to pass it off, and lucky because Lardis almost had a shorthanded break. Now a 2-on-1 developing. But falling was Thomas as he was trying to get that pass to Lardis. A couple of very dangerous players shorthanded for the Bulldogs. Seneca will carry in. Gains the zone, drops off for Griffin. Griffin banks it back to Morelli. Across for Torrance. Torrance wants to get to the front of the net, gives to Seneca. Morelli. Seneca in front. Griffin tried to pass it off for Barlow. It was behind him. Barlow gets to it first, though. Sticks with it. Bothered from behind by O'Brien. Gives to Seneca. Turns in the corner, looks back to the point. Morelli waits. Seneca had to pull back the one-timer. Throws it in front off the stick of Griffin. Save made by Leanders. Morelli changes with Barlow. Now gives him the puck. One-timer. Scores! Colby Barlow, second of the game. Give him 10 power play goals on the season as well. And the Generals make it 5-2.
The patented Colby Barlow one-timer. It's one of the best, if not the best, in the Ontario Hockey League, and it's why he's amongst the league leaders in power play goals. Extra time, extra space, and the ability to really step into these types of shots. No traffic in front, at least not at the point of release. Maybe a friendly fire or a friendly jersey in black. And Owen Pratt's a little bit in the lane, but it's just the pure velocity and accuracy of the shot from Colby Barlow, who goes right back to the same spot that he celebrated earlier in this period.
He looked so dangerous in the first and connected on the second Bulldogs goal. Puck slid ahead high at the Bulldogs blue line, knocked down by the glove of Noah Roberts. Brown send it in rink wide. Sandu onto it. Lardis keeps an eye on him. Sandu turns away from Nick Lardis. Looks ahead for Seneca. Takes it off his skate. Do a twirl inside his own blue line. Seneca. Pass for Cinnavori. Cut off by Patrick Thomas. Sandu leaves it behind his net. Or sorry, Danford left it for Sandu. Centered out front. Seneca's onto it. Played it for Danford. Lost the handle, stripped of it. Seneca back there though protecting, and Sandu looks ahead to the near side, and Barlow will tip it in. Takes a chop from Hamra. Leanders plays it around. Generals in the midst of a change. Well, a three-point period.
Yeah, 7 shots on goal through 40 minutes for Colby Barlow. He was buzzing in that middle frame. 3 points and helping propel the Gens to the lead.
And he's got the puck. Barlow a shot. That one grazed the goalpost. Quick start by the Gens. Seneca onto it, looking for Barlow. That hit the skate of Hamara. Seneca still with it, trying to turn it out front. And it rolled off the end of his blade. Back the other way comes Lardis. Nick Lardis gets around Sandu, got the stick up. Sandu drops his stick as he reaches for his mouth. No penalty as the puck sent ahead. Seneca knocks it out of the air. Takes a bump from Roberts. Barlow trying to dig it free. Cinnavori behind the net, gets by him. Brown looks rink wide out for Patrick Thomas. Thomas being watched by Morelli. Turns with it, lost it. Buckley will
chaos at their own bench, but it didn't take long. We were just busy praising Colby Barlow's second period of play. Well, how about the start to the third? Couldn't really see it on that angle, but that shot on the glove side off of the goalpost to the left of Ryerson Leanders.
Face off, and Barlow comes up with the puck. Generals want to complete a line change. Gens 1 for 1 on the man advantage. Ranked 4th in the OHL, but the season series now 4 for 17 coming into this man advantage. Here's Morelli scanning for a lane to shoot, gives it to Seneca, gets it back. Morelli down low, Barlow looks down for Torrance. Torrance, he had the cross crease pass for Seneca on the back door, but it was cut off by Leanders. Morelli now, back for Barlow, one-timer, and Leanders the same.
Play to that, one-timer on his strong side. Seneca to Morelli across the top, and Barlow hammers it. Leanders is over and square and gobbles it up in the logo.
Seneca gets some instructions from Mike Ferrugia on the Generals bench. Scramble draw, won by the Generals. Morelli skates it to the middle, back for Barlow, pulls it back to Morelli. Near side, looking back for Seneca, one-timer, and he ripped that one wide, and the carom goes all the way back down into the General zone. Luca Morelli, the Blue Jackets prospect, gives to Barlow, looking rink wide for Seneca, kicking the skate out. It was Patrick Thomas to keep that out of the zone. Now Morelli scans the center. He's going to dump this in. It'll be an icing call, though, against the... So Gens will win the face-off. And Barlow will carry behind his net. But no one's scrambling for a change yet. 40 seconds remaining in the man advantage. Griffin back for Barlow. They gain the zone to Torrance. He turns with the puck, looking back towards the point. He lost the handle, then gets it back, battling against Lucas Moore. It's pinned against the boards. 6 bodies trying to dig it free. Torrance and Moore have it in their skates. 20 seconds left in the man advantage. And Moore doing a good job of just tying this up. Now it comes free. Barlow had it for a moment. Torrance blocked it. Now Morelli turns at the blue line. Down for Torrance. Jens gets set up. Here's Griffin. Barlow, quick shot. And Leanders making the save. Ryerson Leanders. Now the Generals will change up. There's 3 seconds remaining in Joshua Avery's penalty.
Colby Barlow up to 9 shots on goal in this game. A pair of goals and a goal post.
Down a puck on the offensive end of things. And a weak shot on goal. O'Donnell will grab it. Start out to Crombie. He'll dump it in. We mentioned general managers thinking about what to do at the trade deadline. Interesting decisions coming in Niagara. As Morelli, the trailer, just had a pass hop over his stick. Goes rink wide. Seneca from a sharp angle. Score! The Leanders got much of it, but not enough of it. And Beckett Seneca continues his hot pace. And we got a penalty coming up to Lardis.
Oh, it's on the Gens.
Oh, sorry, it's on the Gens. It's going to be to Seneca. As he ran into Lardis, did he catch him up high? Chance now down low. Brown trying to sweep Rogowski. Shot goes off the stick of Hamara and wide. Ahead is O'Brien, gives to Thomas. Back for O'Brien. Looking back for Lardis at the point. Penalty about to expire. Lardis for O'Brien. Waits. Feeds it back to the point. Seneca out. Almost stole that. Comes back to O'Brien. Looking down for Thomas. Brown from a short side. Couldn't get a shot on goal. Now Seneca back the other way. Barlow jumping in 2-on-1. Seneca for Barlow. Good stick on the back check by Thomas. As the captain down 6-2. Full stride to poke that away. What looked to be the hat trick for Barlow.
Yeah, Beckett Seneca's well aware of 2 goals on the game for Colby.
To settle things down, but almost lost the puck to Seneca. Sinavori slaps it ahead, glove down by Cole Brown. Turns at his own blue line, drops it back for Hamara. He'll send it wide to the Oshawa goal. Out to play it. Oster around the boards. Brown in front. The New Jersey prospect trying to catch Oster off guard. Slow to get back. Here's Seneca feeding for Barlow, and Barlow trying to feed it back for Seneca, but now this is shot straight out.
See how much they feed Barlow for the hat trick attempt.
D'Amato will drop it back for Griffin. He gives to Barlow. Barlow across the line. Torrance back for Barlow. At the point, Morelli looks for Barlow. Barlow walking into it. Goes down low. Griffin back for Barlow, and he wanted to pass it. He had the far side. And Torrance on the back door and gave it to him. Here's Seneca. Just slid under his stick. Gets to it first, though. Protects it. Settles it down. Down low, Torrance. Takes a look. Finds Barlow. Barlow passes it down. Griffin back for Seneca, and it got through his legs. With 20 seconds left of the man advantage, Morelli is at his own blue line. Torrance had to go over his stick, gave it to Protz. Protz finds Van Acker, 2-on-1, short-handed. Pass across for O'Brien. Jumped high in the air off of a stick. And one last rush for Morelli, perhaps, as Hamara about to step back on. Seneca with it to the net. Shot it wide, and teams are back at even strength. Generals 1 for 3 on the power play. After that 17-5 second period, it's 8-5 in the third. Shots in favor of the Gens. They've had a couple of power plays to work with. There's Barlow along the boards, trying to slash it by Hamara. Good stick by Sinavori, frees it. He's got Brady Smith with him. Sinavori trying to center it. Goes off of the skate of Roberts. And O'Donnell looks back the other way, ahead for Van Acker. Merrick Van Acker stops at the Generals' blue line, finds O'Donnell down the middle, slashed off his stick, and Sinavori back the other way. Finds Seneca.